sounds crazy to say out loud.
Come on! So your lover, you can walk with your lover. You dip it with your lover, move your hips for your lover. Grip for your lover, you can rock for your lover. You move it for your lover, you can rock for your lover. Walk with it, got to get with it.
Hey y'all, it's me, Malibu Darby. Welcome to my channel. If it's not your first time watching, welcome back. Doing a little chit chat, get ready with me today about a topic that I have been waiting to talk about. Still kind of hesitant to talk about, but I've been getting some questions about it, so I'm just like, let's talk. Haven't done this in a while. So, long story short, I quit my job. I quit my main source of income to pursue other things and my own things, and we're gonna do makeup today. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show y'all some new products that I have, and we're just gonna chat. So grab your drink, grab your wine, whatever it may be, your water. You know, we're being healthy, so grab your club soda, whatever it is, and we're gonna do some makeup and we're gonna talk. Okay, y'all, so I have not done a chit chat, get ready with me video in a long time, but I kept getting similar like questions or comments or stuff like that on my Instagram, where you can kind of see my schedule a little bit more. A lot of you guys are familiar with like my usual backgrounds and stuff like that. So I wanted to do a chit chat grab me. So I'm going to be using a few different palettes and products from Pixie Beauty. They sent me some PR, so everything from contour to highlighters to eyeshadows. So you'll kind of see me using these packages throughout, but this is not a tutorial, so I'm not going to go through every product that I use. But if you have a specific question, comment box below. So to the main topic of this video, I quit my job. I haven't said that out loud to a lot of people or even told a lot of people, and I'll kind of mention it in passing to my friends and they'll be like, wait, huh? And I call it a job because I feel like I still have a job, obviously. I still have jobs, actually, with an S. But I quit my everyday 9 to 5 with benefits. Like, I quit that job. So I call that like a job. I quit that about, what is July? Maybe end of April. So we're going on the 3rd month now. Also, another reason I haven't made a video or mentioned it is because I don't believe in prematurely like announcing things, you know, like moving in silence but also telling everybody. I don't believe in that. So I just wanted to kind of feel it out myself, you know, see how things were feeling, get comfortable in it myself, and then tell people about it. Because for all I knew, 2 weeks later, I was about to run back to that job and be there like nothing ever happened, which is totally fine if that is how it happened. But yeah, so I just wasn't in a hurry to like announce to people like, oh, I quit my job, you know, that kind of thing. Also, like I said, still have jobs. So, a little bit about me previously, and there's concealer on my lash. Before I worked at a bridal store. I'm still in bridal, but I am now kind of getting into doing my own thing a little bit. So previously I was at a few different bridal stores actually. One of my first big jobs in Atlanta was for a bridal store. I was with that company for years. Got fired on my birthday, on my off day.
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
Comment below if you would like a story time on how I got fired on my birthday, on my day off, from a company that I was kind of a big deal at. So that was interesting. And then I went to another store, but I just was feeling like, I think a lot of people felt this same thing in the pandemic. I feel like a lot of us had like a realization moment. You just started really seeing like what matters, seeing how quickly things can change, seeing what's important to you, seeing, you know, that time is like of the essence and all that kind of stuff. Not to mention I'm also approaching 30 and just all these different things. I'm married now, and Aramis and I are in this different place in our lifestyle, and all these different things were just kind of becoming a factor. And for me, whenever I am at a job and I start to not like going, whether that is just like waking up and being like, ugh, or leaving and just feeling drained, or just being overall more irritable or crying or whatever it is, then I'm like, I gotta leave this job. And that literally has been for me any job. That is not just this, like any job. I feel like we were not put here to just work. So as soon as I feel like a job is taking a toll on me in whatever way it may be, I feel like I have to leave that situation. And this is not at all about the job, because I still am working with them and things like that. So this is not about this at all. This is just, people have been asking like, what's your career? What are you doing now? Because, you know, they may have seen some stuff or whatever. So I'm just answering that question. But anyway, just for me and where I was in life, I wasn't feeling fulfilled. And I was like, you're about to be 30. The world is in shambles. Like, if you can't jump now, when are you going to jump? Like, if you're not comfortable right now, we're in a great place. We're comfortable. Like, when are you ever going to jump? So I have been working on my bridal website. You guys know I'm here on YouTube and everything like that. So I talked to Aramis, my husband. I talked to him about it and was just like, hey, I'm not happy here. Even when I was in a shambles originally about getting fired from when I thought would honestly, I thought it was going to be my career. Like, I planned on being at that company for a long time. Even when I got fired from there and I moved to my next position, Aramis, I remember, like, not even a week after, he was just like, I think it's going to be the last time you work for somebody. And not in a bad way. He's just like, I just know. If that man don't do nothing else, he just is like my super duper cheerleader. So he was just like, I think it's going to be the last time you work for somebody. So I have not wanted to rush out to like quit and be on my own. Honestly, I was never interested in being an entrepreneur. I just know the level of commitment and work that it takes. And I see my friends who are entrepreneurs and the lack of life that they have because they are essentially consumed by their company, because they are their company and they're their sole provider. And I was just like, that does not look like a good time for me. And I've had friends who are entrepreneurs. I have this fan look super high and it's starting to make me snippy. I have friends who are entrepreneurs and have their own business who have pressured me since like fresh out of college. Like, when are you going to start when are you going to do your own thing? And I'm like, honestly, and even with just hearing my story, if you are not super passionate about working on your own, that is okay. Sorry, y'all. I had to go get some tissue. That is okay. I feel like Rise and Grind Twitter and Instagram and social media and all the other things have made it seem like you sleep when you're rich and you got to work for yourself. You need to have blah, blah, blah. No, maybe some people, I was one of them. I still love being able to clock out in my job, leave me alone. I love being gone on vacation for a week and coming back and getting paid the exact same because I had PTO. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love coworkers. Like, I love going to lunch with my coworkers after. I loved going to drinks, all that kind of stuff. So there is nothing wrong with the 9 to 5, and I want to make sure that, like, this is not a quit your job PSA at all. At all, at all. So I really just quit because I was just feeling unfulfilled. I wasn't having time to film like I wanted to film. I wasn't having time to work on my other businesses like I wanted to. And I just knew that I'm a all-in person. So I just knew as long as I was giving somebody else 100%, there was just no possible way that I was going to give myself 100%. And I'm so blessed and so thankful to be in a position and to have the support system where people, my husband specifically, were like, you can quit. Like, you know, I think we can look at these things, we can do this, but we're in a place where that doesn't have to be your main job. So I still have jobs now. I'm doing more like freelance stuff. I'm trying to focus more on YouTube. I'm working on a website for my other business. But yes, I am not full-time in a corporate setting anymore. I am such a person who is like corporate, and I just like organization and I like structure and I do like all of that. So I was very scared. Another reason that I haven't like just been yelling from the mountaintops, because it's a scary thing. But so far we're only going to month 3, like I said, and I'm open to all things. I am not against going back to, you know, a regular 9 to 5 corporate job. I am also trying to give myself a chance at this too. My YouTube has been growing. I have been investing more in it. My other bridal company has been growing, and I have been working on the website for that, and I have been doing better with that. So I'm trying to give everything a chance because I am such an organized and structured person that I honestly was like, you're gonna quit and then you're not gonna like how it feels and you're gonna run back. So I'm trying to give myself like a solid 6 months. So I figure by the end of this year, I can just see, honestly, probably longer than that. As long as I can sustain and see growth and progress. Advice I have, because someone asked me, which is crazy how people pay attention, because I'm like this, I pay attention. But someone asked me, they were like, what's your career now? Because I noticed that throughout the day, you're just kind of in different places. And I quit my 9 to 5 and I'm like looking for some stability or some kind of schedule. And honestly, I don't have advice because like I said, it's just going on 3 months. Like, to me, this is still very much the sink or swim phase. Like, it's not solidified that this has worked for me, to me, in my mind. But I'm also like my own worst critic. But I would just say, have a plan. I am so hard on myself. Like, the beginning of every month, I go through and I do like these budgets and I'm like, okay, how much do you need to make here? How much do you need to do this? What's your plan to make that? What's your plan to actually do this? Like, you can't be just out here winging it. And that's my biggest fear, is that I just want to make sure that I don't get out here and I'm just winging it like, this is cool, it's all gonna work out, don't worry about it. No, that is not how I feel at all. So I would say have a plan. Even if when you first think about I want to quit, have a plan and write it down. Like, write out your budget, take notes of how much you're spending so you can know like, okay, here's how much it actually takes me to survive. Not how much I think, but here's how much it actually takes me to survive. So write it down. Not having that 9 to 5 and not having stability is forcing me to be like, do your website, film your videos. Whereas before, I'm not gonna lie, dang, I forgot a step. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely, why did that spray like that? Did y'all see that? Oh. This is the Morphe Mattified Continuous Setting Mist. I know I talked about the regular one, and I just saw they came out with this one, so I've been using this. What was I saying? But it's forcing me to do the things and be better, versus before I had the 9 to 5 to kind of fall back on. And it definitely was like a safety net for me, because I knew, okay, even if I don't film this video tonight, I'm about to go to work and make money and make my check and call it a day. So now to be like, okay, no, you need to make that same amount of money, but now it has to be from X, Y, and Z, is just definitely pushing me. So that's kind of how we got here. That's really it. I just wanted to, I quit. Woo, that sounds crazy to say out loud, but I quit. I still have a job. Now, like I said, I'm doing freelance stuff. Two of my two like little side things that I do are both for amazing black women, black business women who are just good role models and good energy to be around. That's another thing. I feel like putting yourself in the community that you want to be in and putting yourself around the energy that you want to be in is really important. And I feel like I immediately felt motivated and like nurtured and inspired just being around those people every day. And it felt aspirational. So that was really big for me to be in a community that I felt like I wanted to be in, if that makes sense. But we're just riding this thing out. So when I say like, comment, subscribe, I really mean that, because, okay, this is a big thing for me now. This is a lot bigger than just a little side piece. All right, y'all, I am back. Just changed my shirt. I didn't do much of my hair. The face was giving like soft and natural, so I didn't want to get too crazy. But yeah, so honestly, that really covers it. I just wanted to, I almost feel like I'm saying out loud for myself. I just wanted to make a video about it. Comment below if you are thinking about or have more recently quit your 9 to 5. Quit your 9 to 5. Of course, you guys know, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Drop any questions you have in the comments as well. And I'll see you on the next video.